Come on, B. Well done, B.
Mikel Arteta handed brutal sack warning as major Arsenal issues spelled out. Arsenal already trail Liverpool by 5 points in the Premier League, and Mikel Arteta is under pressure to improve upon his series of runners-up finishes at the Emirates. Second place is not good enough for Arsenal this season, and Mikel Arteta's position could come into question without a trophy, according to Alan Shearer. The former Blackburn Rovers and Newcastle United striker believes Arteta is under pressure to deliver success this term. The Gunners have finished as Premier League runners-up 3 seasons in a row and failed to secure a trophy since they won the FA Cup during Arteta's first season in charge of the club. Without silverware, Shearer reckons that the Spaniard's job could be in jeopardy. The pressure placed upon Arteta has only increased due to the vast sums the North London side have spent in recent years. In the summer, Arsenal splashed out more than £250 million to land the likes of Victor Gyökeres, Martin Zubimendi and Eberechi Eze, among others. That is still well short of Liverpool's summer spending, as the Reds almost matched that fee by breaking the British transfer record twice to sign Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak, and added Hugo Ekitike, Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong. Shearer does not believe Arteta will be afforded any grace in delivering success, however. Speaking to Betfair, he outlined the pressure the former midfielder is under. "It's harsh to say Arteta is not the man to take Arsenal forward," he said. "He knows the rules, as does everyone else, particularly when you spend that amount of money. They've spent a fortune in the summer, but I guess that only adds pressure on to say that you have to be successful this season. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, even Arteta himself. Second is no longer good enough for Arsenal. This team and this squad have to win big trophies, and we know what happens if that doesn't happen." Arsenal recorded a draw against Manchester City at the weekend in a boost to the title hopes of pace-setters Liverpool. But Shearer reckons there was some promise to take away from the stalemate. The draw was a great result for Liverpool already, with Arsenal getting the equaliser. They were much better in the second half. They were very cagey in the first half and didn't really go out and open up. Very rarely have you seen a Man City team be dominated in possession like that, and Pep takes his main centre-forward off to try and soak up pressure and hit teams on the break. I know Pep came out and said about the number of games and tiredness and all those things, but you're not getting any sympathy from anyone if you're Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal or Chelsea, particularly with their squads and the money that's been spent. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta fires back at Jamie Carragher over handbrake jibe. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta was criticised for his approach against Manchester City at the weekend, but the Spaniard says he is one of the Premier League's most attacking managers. Mikel Arteta has laughed off accusations that he plays with the handbrake on and insisted his philosophy is the most attacking in English football. Sky pundits Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher both claimed Arsenal went safety first against Manchester City and applied the handbrake with his team selection and tactics. But ahead of Arsenal's trip to Port Vale in the Carabao Cup, Arteta went on a rant about how he has assembled a wealth of attacking talent, and even his keepers set out to attack. Arteta singled out the likes of keeper David Raya, defender Gabriel, and midfielder Mikel Merino as examples of being attack-minded players. The Gunners' boss said, "For sure, if you look at the players that we have, starting from the keeper, very attacking goalkeeper, the most attacking goalkeeper in the league by far. The centre-backs, the most attacking one. In one phase, the most attacking one. The two full-backs, you look at every stat, that's it. We mainly play with a player on the right-hand side attacking midfield. He played as a 9 last year. So how attacking that is, more than a 9 playing in midfield. I haven't seen it in the league. So I think we have a lot of attacking, different qualities of attacking players, some of them more talented in some areas than others, in relation to the game that we play. I think when you look at the winning record on this football club, the goals that we scored, the clean sheet that we had, the way we played against Manchester City, in the territory we played against Man City, I cannot waste that opportunity. And if the intention of those comments, which ones are the good ones, positive, to be better for us, not to be so good for us. It depends where the comment is coming from. That's when I can analyze it. So, how can you be dominant against such a team if you have, what was the word? Handbrake. Dominance and handbrake, they are two different words. But I accept everything. I will learn more to have a different vision. What is the intention? What is the purpose of that? Because I had a lot of messages to my phone. They could not believe what we did to Manchester City. People, coaches, managers, CEOs, presidents, so proud. I look at the players and the people around. I am much more filled and fueled with that than with other ones that didn't make it. Arteta will ring the changes at Port Vale with keeper Kepa Arrizabalaga set to start, and there may also be a chance for 15-year-old Max Daumann with Noni Madueke ruled out between 6 to 8 weeks. Arteta added, "Everybody loves Max. You just want to hug him, help him. He's such a nice boy as well, and he's very much liked by everybody here." Arsenal star Victor Gyökeres shares his true feelings after winning Ballon d'Or award. Victor Gyökeres was named the winner of the Gerd Müller Trophy at the Ballon d'Or ceremony in Paris on Monday, after scoring the most goals for club and country last season. Arsenal forward Victor Gyökeres has confessed it's an amazing sensation after claiming the Gerd Müller Trophy following a spectacular 2024/25 campaign. Gyökeres, 27, secured the honour at the Ballon d'Or ceremony at the Théâtre du Châtelet in Paris on Monday after netting the most goals for club and country last season. The Sweden international bagged an extraordinary 63 times in 63 matches for former club Sporting CP in Sweden. Those strikes helped Sporting claim the Primeira Liga and Taça de Portugal, and saw him emerge as the leading marksman in the 2024/25 Nations League. Harry Kane and Kylian Mbappe shared last year's prize after hitting 52 each, whilst Erling Haaland claimed victory in 2023 with 56, and Robert Lewandowski triumphed in both 2021 and 2022. Now, Gyökeres has carved his name into the record books alongside some of the finest strikers to have ever graced the game. He received the award on stage from Luis Figo, Ruud Gullit, and presenter Kate Scott. Following that, the former Coventry City and Brighton star then offered his thoughts on claiming the accolade. When questioned about the contrast in emotion between netting a goal and securing such an award, Gyökeres told CBS Sport, "Yes, it's a difficult feeling. Scoring is one thing in the moment. It's a feeling that is difficult to describe because it's so great. But this means a lot, and feels great, of course, in a different way. So yeah, it's amazing." When asked about the secret to becoming a top-notch goal scorer, Gyökeres responded, "I think it's a lot of factors. You have to play in a team that create chances, get chances, feel connected with the team, and then it's down to the desire to score," he added. So, yeah, I think that's very important. Earlier this year, Gyökeres made the move to Arsenal and has since netted 3 times in 6 matches across all competitions. He made his debut in the 1-0 victory at Manchester United in mid-August before scoring twice in his second match against Leeds United. Despite a lacklustre performance in Sunday's 1-1 draw with Manchester City, former Liverpool defender Jamie Carragher defended Gyökeres, stating that the blame for his performance doesn't rest solely on him. Speaking on Sky Sports, Carragher said it was asked before the show, "Is Gyökeres the guy to win them the title?" And he's had a little bit of criticism for his performances in the big games away. He hasn't had a kick today, and he might get criticism again on the back of the game today, but I don't think in those 3 games he's had a chance. They haven't created a chance for him. So I go back to when people keep saying Arsenal's problem is finishing, but it's not, it's creating. They don't create enough. They haven't created one chance for him. Arsenal medical staff conduct tests after Noni Madueke suffers knee injury versus Manchester City. Noni Madueke was substituted at half-time against Manchester City after the England international was seen limping in the closing stages of the first half. Arsenal's medical team are currently assessing Noni Madueke's knee after the England star experienced discomfort during the first half of the 1-1 draw against Manchester City. The 23-year-old was taken off the field at the interval and replaced by Bukayo Saka, who made his return from a hamstring injury sustained in last month's 5-0 demolition of Leeds. Madueke was spotted limping just before half-time whistle and was moving gingerly as he pressed the opposition. but he managed to continue playing and was left in visible pain after blocking a late first-half cross.